Join me for day 5 as we spend the day in Iași. Whoops! Since the museums were closed yesterday, I had an unwanted rest day, so today I need to see as much as I can before I leave town. A very kind follower of mine named Diana reached out to me to show me around Iași, and I gladly accepted. Our first stop was a florist flower shop that turned into a coffee shop, and it was so cute. When we arrived, there was actually a bridal dress photo shoot going on. This is the model. She was so nice. The service, the coffee, and the atmosphere were all great, and while we drank our coffee, Diana told me all about the history of Iași, and it made me so excited. Since I just met this person, the first thing I did was follow her into a secluded basement with no one else around. But seriously, that's the museum for the Metropolitan Cathedral. It's in the basement. This cathedral houses the remains of Sfânta Parascheva. Her name day is approaching, so all of these people were waiting in line to kiss, view, and touch the remains. This is inside the cathedral. They are expecting 40 to 50,000 people to come to Iași for this pilgrimage. On the right, under the gold, is where Parascheva is located. Since following Diana through the basement went well, I followed her over to the Palace of Culture. Originally constructed in the early 1800s, this was a palace. Then it was reconstructed and became the center of justice and administration, and now it holds 4 permanent museums and other rooms of interest. I think this was my favorite exhibit. Their orchestras, their machines that play multiple instruments at the same time. I didn't even know these existed. Diana and I had such a great time at the Palace of Culture, enjoying all the different museums. We spent so much time there, way more than I thought we would. But the time just flew by and everything was so interesting. After the museums, we went to the palace garden, and we also went to this restaurant called Moo and had lunch. Afterwards, we hopped in the car and Diana showed me the library, the university, and other sites, and we went to see Mihai Eminescu's tree. There were other museums I really wanted to see, including a Holocaust museum and a kitsch museum. Unfortunately, it was time for me to say goodbye to Diana and hit the road, so I took off on some back roads heading up to the Bukovina region of Romania. One thing about back roads is they sure make your windshield dirty, and I ran out of fluid, so I had to stop for some. I stopped at this monastery called Monastery Rishka because I heard it had a very beautiful church, despite not being on the list of the painted churches of Bukovina. As the sun went down, I arrived in Veronets. Too late to see the painted church there, but I was able to find this pensiune to stay the night. See you tomorrow for day 6.